On.
What up, the world? This is your man, Detroit. This is your man, Detroit City. Thank you for joining. No, you good. Thank you for joining us at Right State of Mind podcast here on the FOS network. Hey, if you want to reach me, you can hit me up on Twitter at It's City Baby, all one word. You can hit me up on Instagram. It's City Baby, all one word. Hey, what up, though, Mike man? How's it going, brother?
Doing good. How you doing?
That's good. That's good. What's up, Mickey? How you doing, mama?
I am good.
Okay, you're going to have to, your little voice.
Yes, you hear me now. No,
I
you can hear me.
Yeah. Look, man, it's good to be back. Y'all had a good show last week, huh?
We did.
We
It was fun.
We talked, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
The whole episode was about talking shit about you.
No, it was not. It was not.
All
Listen
throughout
to
the
it.
episode.
Hey.
It's nothing but how you stupid, everything.
It's the villain. It's the villain. That's why the name of my show is the
Please don't
villain. You
hype
know
him
what I'm
up.
saying?
No one's
Hey, yeah, as a matter of fact, I recorded an
He's
episode
easy
of
like
the
Sunday
villain
morning.
yesterday. I think it's going to be, once we get it uploaded here on YouTube, I think it's going to be hot. I think people going to like it.
I think that, yeah, that new shit.
Oh, yeah, guys, don't forget.
Yeah.
Comment. Tell us what you think. Subscribe and like. And if you comment to me, give me a topic, then I might bring your topic up on my show, and I'll give you a shout out for giving me the topic.
Look forward to my show too, coming soon.
She doesn't even have a
Still in
name
works.
yet, so don't bring it up.
Yes.
Hey, look, she has a dope format. Y'all gonna
Yes,
love it. Y'all gonna get
absolutely.
caught up in, especially you ladies. It's all about, we got this new health movement. People want to be, one with
I'm all for it.
one with the earth,
Not
and
even one with the earth, one with yourself. Just be
one with
healthy.
yourself. One, I mean,
Yeah.
you see people
Yes.
but really moving back towards the way things were supposed to be, though, as far as health is
Exactly.
concerned. So, hey, that's what the direction she's going to be going to her show. She doesn't have a name for it yet, but like I
Not
said,
yet.
the format is dope. She coming at you strong.
I think that everybody's slowing down because the new generation is like, life is short. So I want to enjoy everything. Not
Right,
do
it's,
as much.
it's good
You
and
know,
bad to that
I
too,
think
because
it's
they're
good.
really smart. There's a lot of things happening when it comes to positivity. Even talking about like being one with the earth, like no one was talking about that when I was growing up at all.
Right, right.
So there's
Hippies
good
were.
things, but there's also bad things.
What's
Just
the
because
bad
of their
things?
influence. What do you mean?
What are the bad things?
Their
I.e. an
influence.
example of.
Their role models, their influence when it comes to, not just music, but the things they see on TV, the things we didn't even know about when we were their age. I just think, I don't know, it's good and bad to live in this era.
We were kids
It's
in the
not good.
90s. There was a lot of things popping off.
Not
You know what I'm
really.
saying?
Not like now.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't know nothing about drugs and
That's 'cause you're
and
from-
seeing gay people getting married on TV. I didn't know that.
You're from a small town.
No, I'm not from no one small town.
Where you
sweetheart.
from?
What do you mean?
Where you from?
Originally?
Born. Where
Okay,
you raised?
she's
What
about
are we
to say-
talking about?
You,
Like,
said,
what
you
we
just said
talking
you was
about?
in
You're
club
not from
soccer.
New Orleans. Don't
You're
say
not
that.
from New Orleans.
Hold on.
You're not from New Orleans.
Hold on. I left
just-
there. I was like, yelling out.
What? Come on.
What did you
Listen.
in New Orleans?
Uh-huh.
At what age?
I left at 10.
She's from
I
Yukon,
left
Oklahoma.
at 10. And calm
and then you
down,
said
because I did
10
10
years old.
years in Oklahoma, 10 years in Louisiana. And
But
now,
under 10 years was
yeah,
in.
okay.
And then where'd you go to college at?
What do you mean? I went to Langston.
Nah,
of course.
you know what? We can give her that. 10
Langston
and 10.
University. 10 and 10.
Yeah, 10 and 10.
Listen, nobody claiming,
That's
nobody.
exactly
Hold on, chill. Because you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm not, no one's, you asked me where am I from, and I was about to tell you to both places if you would let me, okay?
I didn't-
But someone stopped me and said, oh, you're not from New Orleans.
from
I think that
Nova.
was Jimmy, so
You're not from
chill,
Nova.
because nobody was going to say that, okay? What I was going to tell you is that breakdown exactly.
So are you
I have
Cowboys fans or
a
a Saints
solid
fan?
mixture of everything.
You a Cowboy fan or a Saint?
I like football.
She's a Oklahoma
I like football. I
Cowboys
like to
fan.
watch
She's
the
an Oklahoma
Cowboys.
Sooner
I like
fan?
to watch the Saints.
You a
Huh?
Sooner or Cowboy for Oklahoma Cowboys?
I don't do college.
Oh,
I
okay.
do like the Thunder though.
Because you do like.
I
look
do.
at you. Look, okay, you like the
Mhm.
Thunder, huh? Oklahoma.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the Pelicans.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What?
Just like
There
the
a problem?
abbreviations. Okay.
There's no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, the 90s was crazy. There was
The
a lot going on.
90s was
Maybe
different
not in-
for our era, but we are not
maybe not in
experiencing
Oklahoma.
what they're.
When
No, listen.
Because you were 10. That
I
was
wasn't
like what,
in
95?
I wasn't
to
in
what?
Oklahoma in that time frame. The
95.
2000s.
So well, you're
Yes.
about the same age as me. So about you were in Oklahoma
Exactly.
about the 2000s.
In the 2000s.
Okay, so where were you
I got
at?
to experience
Where was you
everything.
alive at when OJ
Listen.
went down?
OJ, that was in Louisiana. Wasn't it the 90s?
That was Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, but where were
that
you in
was-
Louisiana or were you in Oklahoma?
I was in matter. But what's that have to do with anything?
I'm just trying to figure out the timeline.
I just told you. 10
So
and
I
10.
mean, that's crazy to me. How you don't think there was a lot going on? There's a lot going on now, and there wasn't.
No
a lot
one
going
said
on
that
back
was. Don't change my words. I never said there wasn't a
So-
lot going on in the '90s. All I said is that it is a different level of what's happening now.
I don't think it is.
Absolutely, it is.
No, I think that
It is the exposure
information
that they
travels
have.
faster.
Exactly,
Yeah.
information
But
does, and that's one of the problems. That it is.
That's a great thing. The information travels fast.
It does, and I said there's a positive and negative to everything,
negative
and I
is,
was just
you know,
talking about the negative.
Net
Just because it
neutrality
does,
is negative.
that is very negative.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
Yeah, we didn't need that.
Exactly.
Now it's just about fun.
It's just a lot going on everywhere.
It's gonna be like that
Everything
episode
is,
of Black
is
Mirror where we're
easy.
just riding bikes just to support the energy. You know, we just do
Yeah.
a shift of treadmilling and then buy stuff.
So
Our
what?
avatars that we're never gonna wear.
Which kids do you think had it
What
better?
was I doing in the 90s? We had it better.
90s
I'm sorry.
kids,
Absolutely.
We're still a
Man,
millennial anyway, so I can
I could
you can
be
just
88.
swoop all the millennials up in one
It's
big
not,
batch.
but we're not the same. We're totally different
What the
from them.
millennials are?
Yes, like this 2000
it's
generation.
but it's the
no,
things
it
that I
is.
do
It's
see.
so-
Okay, what
that's
age are
pretty
we
much-
talking
It's
about?
been such a shift. I'm not even talking about us. I'm 30 years old.
Yes, she's a
Born in
millennial.
88. I'm just saying the 90s, growing up in the 90s.
You remember
as a
you're at the
kid,
end of it. We looked it up, and you were so pissed. You're at the end of the millennial, so you know she's a millennial.
Yeah, I know off top. That's what I'm saying.
It
just
doesn't
trips
matter
me
though.
out.
I feel like just saying you're born in the 80s is just, you can't say that I was born in the 90s or the late 90s and it's the same thing. That's not even the same. So I feel like growing up in the 90s
Well, the millennials
is totally
go all the
different
way-
than the 2000s. They had what we couldn't send pictures. All we could do is text on the phone. Once we got a phone, like you call, you couldn't see.
Yeah, I was
nothing.
still wearing the beeper in the 90s.
What we used to write notes in high school, like
Yeah.
notes, because we didn't like text was not a thing.
Right. I remember
In
when
middle school?
I remember when they
gosh.
first started offering text, and I was
And then they were charging about like the character.
I
It
was
something
like,
weird.
yeah, I was like,
So-
but my first thought was that is so stupid. Why would I want to
I grew
type
up in the
somebody a
land of the
message
beeper. Like,
and
if
send
you
it to
grew up
them
in a
like a
beeper,
call?
you're not like these people. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
you know what?
They
But
totally
I think
different.
like the dopest when cell phones was really popping. Like all these phones look the same. Like the dopest phone I was thinking about I ever had was the Razor. Remember the Razor?
The razor, the flip razor.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was the
it
dopest
was.
thing ever.
That was like
When
Star
that
Trek.
came out, yeah, that was cool.
then- and then they got these phones now. They're all the same. It's just a screen.
Yeah.
It's like a little. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They're all
because
look the same. There's
people,
nothing dope
people
about
watching
it.
their movies on their phones. Like, they need a nice
It's
big
not just
screen.
I need the screen to see the movie and the text messages. I'm half blind in this thing. It's 3D, 4K, and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
It's dope.
That's dope.
It is. I don't know, man.
I'm walking around with a 4K visual apparatus in my hand. I can sit down at any moment, pop on a 4K movie and
visual apparatus.
right in my hand.
Look, all I'm saying is that like you don't even have the different types of like I don't know, man. I think that era where you have like you get a Razor, or you can get this type of phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a different phone. Like everybody either gonna have an iPhone or a Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much now, or an Android that looks just like one. You know what I mean? So you're only gonna get like 3 different.
I thought LG was up there. They have an iPhone, the Galaxy, or LG up there.
Yeah,
I'm
LG.
sorry to chime in because I didn't use the restroom, but
Yeah.
like even computers, like there was no such thing as a laptop. Like you had to go to a computer. Like it was so fun to get on the computer back in the day
Oregon
and play the
Trail was
little
popping.
games on the computer. What?
There's still games on the computer.
I know. I'm talking about like Minesweeper and stuff when you was little. Like those, was like the games that were free on the computer. The little jukebox thing.
Yeah, oh, Jukebox 3D.
Yes.
Oh, I'll take it back for real on y'all to
Well,
when Miss
yeah,
Pac-Man and everything first came
Pac-Man
out.
too. I'm talking
Yeah,
about stuff
the
on
Pac-Man,
the computer. They
that
had Pac-Man on the
was-
computer.
Yes, they did.
Not on. I don't remember.
At what age?
Like
Pac-Man was on
Minesweeper,
computer.
Solitaire.
Yeah,
you know,
it said
them
Minesweeper,
easy
Solitaire.
games.
Oh, those
that
games you go
had
to on the
access on
games.
computer.
You had
Yeah.
Moto or something where you had to
Yeah.
match pictures up or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, they don't understand any
Solitaire.
of that. They
I
have
never
so
played
much
any of that.
technology. It's not the same. It's totally
It's not the
different.
same, but I mean, information moves faster.
It moves
loses interest fast.
Yeah, it does.
Like
That's why
Puerto
they
Rico
gotta
never
keep
still got.
going.
I don't even think Puerto Rico still has electricity.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to talk
I don't even
are
think
we
they
talking
figured out
about that?
fixed
Flint
What?
water.
More
Yes.
people died in Puerto Rico than 9/11.
Yeah,
And they acting like they're not American
They act like
citizens.
Puerto Rico was already. They still
40 something thousand people.
That's
I mean, not four, I'm sorry,
crazy.
excuse me, 4,000 something people.
Yeah. 9/11 happened in the
4,000?
2000s. That was heavy.
But this is not even on television. Like, nobody knows.
That's historic. Like, people are going to be
people think it's like a couple hundred. People dying because they don't have electricity because they can't get food or water.
Yeah.
Like,
and they only can serve bare minimums because there's no electricity. So you can only get, like, reserves, like, canned goods and shit. So that only goes so far. Like, that's crazy. And then water in Flint still fucked up.
And there's about to be another hurricane season happening in a couple months. Like
you know what? I was just talking about that. How
there's no way.
You know, there's things on both sides that really get on my nerves. If I listen to liberal radio or if I listen to conservative radio, and one of the things I've noticed that's constant in conservative radio is, oh, these people hate America. You know, anytime there's a group that complains about something with America, oh, these people hate America. If you hate America, then you don't need to be here. And America is the most benevolent country. We've done the most for everybody. We get walked on more than anybody. Conservative radio, they just push that. And it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? How can you look at what's going on? You guys just brought up Puerto Rico. How can you look at what's going on? Thank you.
Oh,
how can you look at what's going on in Puerto Rico and say America is the most benevolent country?
Everybody want to get over here because the opportunity is great. I'm not gonna lie. It's because
and here's what they do
for other black people and stuff like that.
Capital.
And here's what they do. It's like they say that whole is the way they deliver it. If you're a person that wants to speak out against something, then they make you scared. Oh man, I'm not a good American. I hate America if I say this. Just for being honest. Let's look at the history of America. There were 10 million Native Americans here when the colonials got here. When the colonizers got here, there were 10 million indigenous people in America. 10 million. Mm-hmm. How many are there now?
It's not that many. But, however, this is what I'm going to say. Dude, I think it's both crazy. To be, like, so involved in one political side, I think, is a sign of insanity. I think, because if you have to believe in the First Amendment, like, the First Amendment is freedom of speech. So if you can call BS something, you have the right to call BS to something. So don't get pulled into the thing, you know what I'm saying? This whole, well, I feel like this way. That's why I don't even want to argue with people anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you argue with somebody like the protest, it's like, well, I feel it's disrespectful. It's a protest. It's supposed to be.
Exactly.
So, you get what I'm saying? So why is he protesting? It doesn't matter. He just went too far. Why is he protesting? Answer the question. If you can't answer the question, then there's no point in even talking about it. There's no point in having an opinion.
Who's that? Mitchell, James? What's his last name?
I don't know who it was. It doesn't
matter. They had the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like all that. So then we fast forward because that's old. So we get on something new. You know, what's new right now that's tripping out? Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico still ain't got no electricity. That's
that ain't new. They ain't talking about that.
In Puerto Rico, JJY set up $25 million in Texas. Didn't have to do it because Texas has billionaires everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Texas is one of those places. Yeah. Fun fact about Texas can preserve itself outside of the United States. It doesn't need
Texas
the United
is the only state that has its own grid.
Yeah, that can just handle its own affairs.
They've got their own military.
Exactly. Texas doesn't give a shit. Texas really doesn't need any help. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the support. You know, we'll take the money. But we really didn't need it. But whatever, you want to help, that's cool. Hey, thanks. You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude. Let's just keep 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? They should have gave that money to Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico needed it. That's pretty.
Oh my gosh! And we're playing like we just can't get over there. Like we just cannot.
You know how many people? And then everybody was going up there to help clean up Texas. Got rich. You know what I'm saying? That was like
so much
rich.
stuff I'm seeing on Instagram about this right now.
Yeah, it was getting
especially with the whole thing that happened in Guatemala with the volcano.
Oh, Guatemala. Yeah, because Hawaii's going on.
Yeah.
And then Guatemala just happened. Guatemala, everybody's burning up over there.
Gosh.
That one was moving fast.
That one is moving fast. It was crazy. It was like volcano, man.
It's too much going on.
Burn victims, they're sending them out here to Texas and shit to get treated. I'm like, damn, they got burned by some lava. Like, the shit just poured on me, nigga. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm being funny right now. Can you imagine having a lava attack happen? Like, you're just chilling, like, we're in the apartment.
Dying from ash because the ash is 700 degrees.
Volcanic rock.
Like, people were dying from ash. Like, they couldn't move because the ash was on them and they were burning alive.
Yeah.
The ash.
That's going through you. One of them, you know how
oh my God.
You know how sometimes the embers pop off the cherry?
Yeah.
Straight through your leg.
Oh my God.
Like a volcanic
700 degrees. Y'all don't know how that feels. You have no idea.
You're not going to feel it.
You're not.
It's going to hurt for a second, but then it's going to kill your nerve.
Yeah, your nerves are done.
Through you, like a lightsaber.
700. Oh my gosh.
And it's not going to be there anymore. That's
Fahrenheit.
crazy.
Stop playing.
It is crazy. I'm glad I don't live in man. As long as Yosemite doesn't blow, we're good.
The what?
Yosemite blows. Yosemite.
Mm-hmm.
If Yosemite blows, it's a wrap for North America for at least another 200 years.
You talking about the one on Yellowstone? Is it Yellowstone?
The Yosemite National Park. Yeah. Up there. Where's it
That's
at?
what they say.
What state is
It's
that?
really gonna wipe out, like they were talking
It
about
would wipe out
Montana,
all of
South Dakota,
all of North
all the-
America, like pretty much everything all the way down to Mexico
Man,
is a wrap. Yeah, that means we'll be driving all the way to Mexico.
I think something gonna happen with this EMP, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
Something's gonna happen to the what?
EMP, have you heard of EMP?
Oh yeah, she's
The
that's
Mac-
one of her biggest fears. I've
No,
noticed.
I mean, you can say that all day,
my
but
God.
how much
It
stuff
is one of
has
your
became
biggest
true?
fears.
And it's
Huh?
Oh,
Is that
sorry,
what
I said
I'm sorry, I'm talking to
conspiracy.
him.
Yes.
That's when you scared of that?
Scared? What do you mean scared? What do you
Are
mean
you
scared? Are you
Is
not?
that- is that one of
Do
your
you know what it
fears?
is?
I'm not
It's
scared
your
of
fear.
that.
Are you prepared to handle something like that?
Yes,
I just know
No.
if everything goes
But
down,
still,
if
I
every
think this-
electrical thing goes down, besides all the planes in the sky, just like hundreds of them come crashing down.
Yeah.
All the cars on the road, nothing works. The first thing you should do is go to the nearest gas station and grab as much water, because that's going to be the new gold. I promise you, because nothing is going to work.
I've watched
You're not going to be able to
plenty of
contact
Mad
anybody.
Max
If you are at work, you got to find your way back
Fucking-
home and make sure you hope your wife is here. You know, a week when it takes you to get here. You know,
Now-
it's going to be like that.
Listen,
No one's prepared for that.
one of the reasons it doesn't bother me like that is
It don't have
because
to bother you
I
now.
grew up in the era of you sound like the people when I was growing up talking about
sound
the
like
nuclear
you.
holocaust.
Oh,
That was people
Okay.
were just as feeling like
Fearful of
feeling
that.
from the same
I'm
way.
not fearful. I didn't say I was fearful.
but the
so don't
way you
even
feel
say
about
that.
the EMP
All I'm saying is that it's a possibility right
It
now.
is,
Okay,
yeah.
that's all I
Who's
said.
gonna drop the EMP?
I'm gonna send you. That's why I didn't want to talk about this. I'm about to send. No,
I just
it's not
curious.
funny.
Russia?
I'm about to
just curious.
send
I'm
exactly
just curious.
Russia.
Russia.
Yes,
It'll
the
drop
man
the
has
EMP.
control to do that. Yes, and I'll send you the articles. What I was about to say. Okay.
Fuck
So-
us over for 200 years.
See, when you look at true
Nobody's
weapons,
saying it's
true
not
weapons
happening. I'm
of
just saying the possibility. These people talking about it.
When
Like
you-
no one ever heard. Who has that? No one has ever said that before. And it's cool.
yes,
but
they have. EMP's been around
EMPs,
forever.
they
Yeah.
said it on NBC and CBS like they're doing right now.
Now
I mean,
they're
they're
talking
just
about
saying
it
that
as a,
'cause they
as
have
a
a
weapon.
big
That's
Right.
all
But
I'm
they
as a
like
saying.
weapon.
small
Exactly.
ones. They have small
That's
ones like
wonderful.
grenades.
No, but I'm talking
They
about
make
what we're
video
talking about,
games.
like wiping out a
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
is what I'm talking
Well,
about.
listen. Now, here's the thing about that. Whenever you're talking about weapons that can wipe out a whole nation, the thing that you really no blah blah blah. The reason you don't really
No,
have to
it
worry
is.
about that is because they don't want to destroy the whole earth.
Of
Because
course not, but that has
Right,
nothing to
because
do
if
with
Russia
what I'm
does it, then the U.S. can do something to Russia. So Russia will be incapacitated.
So you really think
and so will
nothing's going
North
to ever
America.
happen?
Something's going to happen, but it's not going to be at the hands of man like that.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying it's in the hands of him like he made the decision. They
Like,
just gave him control to
the
do it.
president's
Is all
not
I'm
gonna be like,
saying.
you know what, fuck
Clearly,
America.
he's not going to be the one that
Boom.
says this is. I'm
He's
not,
not gonna be
clearly
fucking-
not.
He's not going to
You know,
do
but
that.
what
He's
he
not
has to
going to
get-
wake up in the morning and say, you know what?
But
Fuck
someone
this guy.
can order him to
Boom.
do that. I
No
don't
one
ever.
he's the
I will
president
never
of
deny
Russia.
that.
Not even put it- I don't
It's
think
too
he's
much.
No,
No.
nobody wants to be the one that says he single-handedly destroyed
Everybody
the
think
world.
everything is a conspiracy and all that stuff, but a lot of
Who
this
really
stuff
It is
wants
a
to know?
conspiracy.
Okay,
It is a
It is a
and
conspiracy.
it's perfect, but a lot of those
conspiracy
conspiracies are
isn't
true.
a conspiracy doesn't mean that it's wrong.
I said it's a theory. I never said it wasn't a theory. Okay, theories
I
are not always
understand.
wrong, but they're proven
No,
right.
they're not. But I'm just saying, this if someone
And a
calls it a
lot
conspiracy,
has.
doesn't mean that they're saying you're wrong. That's what I'm
Perfect.
saying.
So again, we'll talk about this next week.
I was
Well, after
speaking
it
of
happens,
theories-
we'll be back next week so I can prove these. After it happens,
Speaking of theories, if
I
that
didn't say it
happened,
was going to happen this week. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
What are
It
you
was a-
saying?
it was a
It's
joke.
not funny
It
though.
was a
So I'm
joke.
not a conspiracy theory
It's not.
or
Okay.
theorist.
Speaking
I'm
of
not.
conspiracy theorists, Alex Jones got sued by all the people, the families from Santa Fe in the shootings. You hear about that?
no. What is he saying?
Because he was talking about they were clones. There was actors. It wasn't a real shooting. It was some all this shit, and they was like, the families was like, no, my kids are really dead.
So what are they suing him for? Mental anguish or something?
No, for defamation of character.
But you
something
know,
like
the
that.
Sandy Hook, they seen a lot of those children alive. They're saying that a lot of them weren't really dead.
Yeah,
They were just
they said the
acting.
Sandy Hook thing wasn't. They showed
Like,
pictures.
that's the one.
And they did it right around
Sandy Hook?
Christmas. Too,
Yeah, that's
'cause
the one
everybody
that
was
they're
like, "Oh my God,
They
Christmas
show-
is coming!" And
Pictures of people that were different characters and different. This one dude was a cop in Sandy Hook. He was a father, and one of the other ones. We got the pictures right next to each other.
They just be hired actors.
hiring. Why
Like,
y'all
listen,
trying to
we need
scare
to
everybody?
government
Like that's
conspiracy.
like,
Like, yo,
I mean, a lot of stuff do happen, but why fake it? What
That's
y'all
like
trying to do?
The clapper.
Ugh.
We need a clapper. Listen, you was in an infomercial. We like you. We need you to do this news program.
I didn't know. I read what that was about. I moved on. You watch that?
I watched
Man, he'll watch anything on Netflix. This brother right here. It's a show with Tracy. It's a movie with Tracy Morgan called The Clapper, where he fills in empty seats.
Why is he laughing?
It's just funny. This movie was
He
fucking
fills in
hilarious.
empty seats.
It was like, you know how they do the infomercials or whatever?
Yeah.
And they have the audience in there?
Yeah.
So he's basically an actor in the audience, and so they ask questions. So that's his professional job. Like, he just made a career out of it. So he goes and hits it up. He puts disguises on, like, you have a mustache on one day. Or he'll come in here with a wig. And so this late night talk show host says, who is this guy? They found out who he was. They found out that he was in all the infomercials over the years. And they're like, if anybody finds out, we need to bring him on the show. So he stopped getting job calls.
Wait a minute.
That's ball.
I have to watch it.
It was funny.
Oh,
And they're like, they're all asking people, like, who, you guys know who the Clapper is? And they're like, yeah, I know who he is. Why do you guys want to be so bad? He was like, I've been trying to stay incognito my whole life.
What?
As soon as I graduated high school, I just laid low, acted a little bit, and just started doing
How you feel about The Last OG?
What's
I haven't
that?
watched it.
Okay.
I haven't watched it.
Have y'all
Tracy
watched
Morgan's new shows.
Westworld?
Yes, I watched
I
Westworld.
know, I am just getting into it and it's so good.
Oh, you
One
What
supposed
is
to
season,
it?
see
like,
You on
7.
season 1 still?
I'm crossing over. I'm about to be on
Man,
season
see,
2.
I'm already caught up. So I
I'm
can't even
not.
get there with you. There's
But,
a lot going
man,
on.
I didn't know what it was about like that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's
oh,
pretty
especially
cool.
We kept
season
telling you how
2.
good it was.
Season 2 is
I know.
gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
This fool hasn't even watched season 2 yet. I thought
Yeah, I gotta go back and
I'm
start
like
it
2
over because there was so
seasons away,
much
I
going on while I was watching it, but I gotta watch it again. But baby girl is ruling. She is ruthless.
Yeah.
She locked out all those Confederate soldiers.
Wait, I don't know about that part.
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's
Why?
not on season 2
Don't
yet.
do that.
She's ruthless though.
Man, she's not even there. We can't even talk about it.
I had to look up like
Couple
everybody
shows.
else what apperception was. When she turned that all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got consciousness now, is what you saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what perception? I'm sorry.
Apperception.
Oh,
Oh, she's
yeah.
on the part where what's her name?
Meaning aware
Broke
of
out.
yourself,
Knowledge of self.
consciousness.
And she
Mhm.
changed all her attributes.
And she, yeah.
Yeah, I
She
remember
turned it
that.
all the way
Mhm.
up.
Yeah,
That's the
you're-
last one I seen, I believe.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going
Give
on.
me a second, I'm catching up.
It's a lot going on. When you get there, you're gonna be like, it just blew my mind. Conspiracy theories gonna come out.
Yeah, because I was like really wondering what could they do with season 2.
Oh, it's
And-
gotten
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, and they.
It's gotten deep.
Okay, wait a minute.
It's so. Oh
and
my
I like the way
God.
because you told me about it before I got there. The way
I
they,
didn't even know it was
the way
gonna
they
get this
showing
crazy.
what happened,
Yeah.
mixing it in with what's going on. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
And then now it's like by episode 7, they're gonna basically let you know what's going on. You're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't even know they could do that. This is what they've been trying to do the whole time. Like what? It's just deeper. It's so deep. You're gonna be. It's crazy. It's so deep. It's so deep. It's so deep. Oh my
the way
God.
okay.
Golly, man, you guys need to catch up.
Yes.
See, you know what I'm saying? Wow,
Okay.
we're making good time.
Yeah, we are.
So,
What else been going on in the news? What's up?
There's so much. I don't know.
There's so much.
Just today.
I'm just gonna say it.
What?
What's
I
that?
mean, your boy dying. 2 people dying in a week.
Yeah, I really
Oh.
like that dude. His show was really
No,
good.
man,
the way
it's
he
a lovely
narrated
show.
it.
How he killed himself.
We'll
That's
keep it at the
crazy.
surface. We ain't gotta go deep.
But I will tell you what,
like
Mickey.
this show.
When I first heard that he committed suicide, first thing I was, man, somebody murdered him. For some reason.
Like, it just
That's the first thing that
don't
entered my
make
mind.
sense.
Right.
Ah.
And then once I found out Kate Spade had died that Tuesday, I was like, well, there's something going on.
People,
I will admit that.
it's the opioid
But then I
crisis.
seen a picture of
You
him.
know?
I have to send you this picture. It's gruesome. It has to do with that lady that does the spirit
Soul
food.
cooking?
The soul,
Mhm.
the spirit cooking.
Speaking, yeah.
Yeah, he's photographed with her. Oh my god.
Who Anthony Bourdain is? Who's photographed with her?
The guy that
Anthony Bourdain? Okay, we'll see, yeah.
But you know, I think that I think it has to do with the opioid crisis. You know, everybody's popping pills and shit, and it alters your mind. You know, antidepressants may make you depressed. You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
and that could
And
be a
that's-
reason.
No,
but
Mickey
I
just
don't
took it
think
to a whole
that's
other
it.
angle of
Yeah.
demonic, messing with demonic entities. And
Oh,
I know. That's why I said we can keep it on the surface. We don't have to go. It's not even all that.
Well, not necessarily. You got to get into the Illuminati. Just what you see is what you see.
Evil. Evil's in the world.
This lady is a known Satanist, and in the picture.
Even suicide. Even if we're talking about suicide,
I feel you, but I just think that I just think that it's like I just think that all them people that be popping pills, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them, they say, I'll get injured, they be like, pop this pill, you gotta keep working, you're grinding. It's this fast society that's catching up with these people that do it. Like, he's a celebrity chef, he's working, he's doing shows, then he's gonna cook it for Oprah. He's running around, flying around the world doing what he wants to, you know what I mean? So it catches up with you. I think that it catches up. I just think that it does. I think that it does. Like, when you move like that, I think
we talked about that before. Like,
you got other celebrity chefs that don't commit suicide, bro.
Exactly, and then all these celebrities.
I'm sorry,
not every celebrity that goes commits suicide. That's like the last 40. Everybody's committing suicide, really? No,
everybody's committing suicide. Everybody's been molesting people. That's just what it is. You've been molested,
out here committing suicide. All these celebrities.
You're either that or you commit suicide.
It's deeper than that.
It's a lot. I think
it's deeper than that. But if we stick to the surface, even talking about suicide, I just feel like this is.
I just think equality of life. Right. I think equality of life. If you work so hard and you just devote your life to capital, like, you're just gonna go down this path of where you could get depressed.
People are nice and wealthy and they're fine.
It depends on how they do it, though. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at how they do it.
That's exactly what it depends on.
And then you gotta look at how they did it.
How did you get it?
Like, how'd you do it?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't feel like this man was doing what he loved to do?
No, I don't think that. I think he was doing what he loved to do. I just think that is how he was.
They say, do what you love to do. You never work a day in your life.
You never work a day in your life. But I think that it's like, I think that when you're popping, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you gotta go, you're on the road, you gotta do all this stuff, you're out of town, you're doing.
Bro, I think it's much deeper than that.
It has to be.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think
number one,
he was such a free spirit. He's not just me like.
We already knew he had demons, so to speak, because he talked about his years and years of battling drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he was addicted to drugs.
But what drugs?
And like Mickey just said, seeing him in the picture with the lady that's a known Satanist that does this spirit cooking ritual.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
You can go that route.
It is what it is.
People like that.
But I think in general, even like the lady that hung herself with the purses, you know what I'm saying?
You have no idea what she did, and I keep hearing more and more stuff about this husband. I don't know what's going on with that. But
David Spade's brother.
They're talking about that she didn't commit suicide. Like, this man did something to her, and who knows what's going to happen in his life? You know, I'm just saying. But it's
capital,
far.
man. You know what I'm saying? I just think that when you moving like that and you just do it, you really losing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, sometimes you gotta sit there and just chill out. But
it can't be the story
for everybody.
Everybody
like, if you a chef, you know what I'm saying? You the baddest chef and everybody's calling you and they're like, oh, I'm dropping this money. You're gonna go get the money. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what you love to do. So cooking ain't no thing, but you getting the money, so you're really losing out on enjoying your life.
Nah.
I think so.
You look at money as losing out on enjoying life.
I think if you chase.
Not when you got enough of it.
Not if you got enough of it, like, then you chill out. But if you consistently working, like, if he's working 300 days out of 365 days a year, he's on the road. I'm in this country.
Okay, a person at his level, any working he's doing it because he wants to.
He wants to, yeah.
Not because he has to.
But
he's
if
not
you want,
pressed.
well, what I'm saying, you're 61 and you want to do this. Like, what are you missing out? It's like what Kanye West was.
But is he missing out on anything?
But like with Kanye West,
he had a whole girl, like a
breakdown.
whole boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fine. He wasn't missing out on anything.
You never know.
So things are not. You don't. That's true. But for some reason, that's not adding up.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there's no evidence to support that. That's just like a weird theory. There's nothing to say.
I'm just looking at it overall, like, out of everybody, since we talking about, like, people that have killed themselves celebrity-wise that we've seen mass.
A lot of them. Everybody not, though.
It's not just this year. It's been, previous years and all that.
Everybody not out here committing suicide. I'm sorry. Yeah. There's something wrong. There's something behind that.
I think it's a part of the pills and chasing money. I think that has nothing to do with it. Like, these opioids and shit, they alter your mind. You know what I'm saying? They're mind-altering medication.
Sorry, that's not the
They alter their direction.
Okay, you know what? Sometimes to avoid
they make you think
the spiritual, you go out your way to go to something that's you avoid what's right in front of you. Like, when you hear a lot of times detectives, when they interview them and talk about, don't ignore what's right in front of you just because you don't want to accept.
Because he took a picture with somebody that's a known Satanist, like,
Well,
Okay,
okay,
Not
bro.
even
Look,
another one. It's
Like,
not even he.
let's look. Okay, let's look at this.
It has nothing to do with that. So
it's like, you know, I mean,
people
if
don't
you wanna
mingle in
look
those
at it
certain
that
crowds.
route,
I'm sorry, you have to be a certain type of
even
person.
if you do,
Even
if you're in that
everybody's
type
not
of
just gonna
society,
leave this lady and be able to take pictures like they did. Like this was programmed. Like if I show you these pictures, like it's bones. I don't know if it's human. I don't know if it's babies. But like you not just gonna end up in that
you know what I'm
situation.
saying? I think that.
I mean, if you put two pieces of evidence in front of me, one is okay, this person's taking opioids, and the second one is this person is
But if you
involved.
line it up,
Let me finish. This person is involved in satanic demonic rituals. They committed suicide. I think I'm gonna lean more towards the person involved in the demonic satanic rituals.
What's her name? The person, was she in demonic shit too? Because now we're one for
Who
one.
knows? Because we know, that's part. But we know that's part of their.
That's 1 for 1
culture.
Okay.
We know that's part
Robin
of the
Williams,
culture.
he killed himself. Was he in demonic stuff?
Did he kill himself?
That's 1 for 1.
You know, you
that's
have no idea because that's somebody else that could have been in the deeper part of it. You don't know if he committed suicide. Just like the guy that played this whole Batman role. What's the Joker?
Heath Ledger.
There's his family that says that he didn't do that to himself. Like
he made
he
a fucked around and overdose. Me and my wife had a conversation about that. Like, it's overdose.
You can say that all day. That's the argument all day. But then again, when you find out somebody actually doing it,
yeah, they didn't say that Heath Ledger committed suicide. They said that he overdosed.
He overdosed.
Exactly. But
it was accidental. He accidentally killed himself. By doing too much.
No, I hear
that
what
don't
you're
just
saying.
happen to people, okay? I'm just saying, like, that could have happened. That could have been the reason, and that can be an argument for each time someone says that somebody commits suicide.
But when their family says
if drugs are not involved, it's something else. So you don't know if these people are committing suicide or not.
Once again, if you want to go. If you want to bring Heath Ledger up, they say that he was dealing with some real dark stuff.
He was dealing with a lot of demons, they said.
Playing that character, they said he got really into it.
And that's a lot of stuff that comes with getting a character like that. So again, we're back to what I'm talking about. You don't know what started or what made him do that.
Pills like I'm talking about.
He was.
Because he died off
dealing with the demons that we're
pills.
talking about.
So, you know what I'm saying? Popping pills has something to do with it. So we can say popping pills
you have people in You have people in everyday America. You have people in everyday America that pop pills all day long.
And
they don't commit suicide.
They don't. You got
so I don't believe.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe it's the pills that's causing these celebrities.
I mean, it's a factor of that, and I also said it was
I believe it's the whole culture and lifestyle.
I think that's what I said, a lifestyle.
But
and forget about suicide. Even with the guy from Fast and Furious. People said that that someone told him in his previous days. It's in an article that he was going to die by the way he lived. Like that was going to be his outcome. Like he signed up to do this in whatever way they signed up to do stuff, and that was going to be how he left, and that's how he left.
You know, people say that shit all the time. That's like an old saying.
People talking about that was an accident. That was no accident.
I think it was a smooth ass accident. I know what I mean. I'm not gonna say like I don't think.
I mean, like when you deal with the things that they deal with, like on a spiritual level.
Yeah, because
everything is going to work out exactly how it is. So because it's dealing with spiritual now, you dealing with other elements that.
Because that's what I'm saying. When you're in a cutthroat business, it weighs on your conscience. Things weigh on.
It has to.
Unless you're just unless you're a 1%er, you know what I'm saying, and you don't got no conscience. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there like that. They're called psychos. You know what I'm saying? So. You gotta be one or the other, so things weigh on you.
What was it that you told me about? They do a whole ritual to get rid of their conscience.
Yeah, it's called the cremation of care.
Now I've heard of the cremation of care, but I didn't realize until you explained
it is. Like care, they mean like literal care, like caring for people. Like they cremated, like so they can get all the care and the empathy out of their system because when you do stuff like that, you can't not care. You killing people. Billions of people.
And that was the whole thing. Alex Jones called them out there in the woods with that big owl.
That's what they do. They sacrifice stuff to get the care out of their system, like the empathy out of their system. That's how deep it is. Like you can't do what you're doing and not feel it at all. Right. There's no way. Shoot.
What?
These freaking people are evil.
You know.
It's evil. No, you don't have to go there. You just would have to go there.
Once upon a time, I just don't think that.
Yeah, you were.
You know,
they got to him.
No, they didn't get to me. They
shifted him.
Nothing got to me. That's just reality hit me.
No, that's not reality.
This is what I'm saying. Let's just break this down. Let's just break this down to the smallest level. It's like being a conglomerate. It's like the RICO Act. You know what I'm saying? If everybody conspires to do something and everybody stays on, everybody's gonna stay on. If me and Jimmy grind up and make this business, boom, he's driving his business, but we helped each other. You know what I'm saying? And there's new people around us, but I know some shit that Jimmy done did because he helped me get out of some stuff, and I helped him get out of some stuff. What do you think? We have a bond. Like, I'm not gonna let him fall. This is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna let him fall off. I'm not gonna let him take L's. So you're not gonna allow other people to take L's to get when you get to where you get. I'm talking about a bigger
scheme of the entire thing is what I'm talking
about.
But
I think at certain levels, certain people may do that. They may click up and say this is
Some
cool.
people don't know what they do.
And they don't know, and that's how they get down. But I don't think it's like all an entire thing. I think it's like maybe like, you know. It's
so
like,
okay, you don't feel that ultimately there's a group of people that maybe one of them, maybe more than one of them, take orders from a supernatural, benevolent energy and pass the word on through a hierarchy. You don't feel that that's happening?
I don't feel that that's happening. You're absolutely right. And the reason why...
See, that's what's so scary, because people just think we just here to
I just think people are just like, assholes to be assholes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to be out of your mind...
We used to be able
to be out of your mind. One is, I don't get the experience, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if there's something that's over here, it's giving whispers and all that, then there would be, there's a paroxysm of things. That means there would be something over here giving whispers about the other thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's up for somebody to hear it.
And we have a gift of free will.
Things. And you have free will. You have free will to listen to free will.
And a lot of people don't
want to. But you have free will to conspire.
I'm talking
to control
what we've been taught is not the real world. Like, this is not real life. What's really going on?
You can co-conspirators. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can also have.
Bro, you used to be able to see it. I don't know what happened. But when you look at it, you can't deny what's in your eyes. You can see an organization. You can see a step by step.
I'm not saying there's an organization.
So you can,
I've never said
I'm talking about
organization. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, if you're saying it's part of the spiritual level, no. I don't think.
Ultimately,
I think
it
if
is.
certain people believe in that, then that's certain people. That's a certain group over here. They do that crazy stuff.
So
but I think certain groups conspire. Like the music, like
you never had an experience,
like with the Me Too movement,
spiritual experience.
Like,
because in order to say that we're not dealing with things that are spiritual, whether it's positive or negative or good or evil, is to say you never had an experience with the spiritual. And I don't know what to say.
I have experience with the spiritual.
Okay, so how can you say? How do you not think we're not dealing with
that?
Because
I don't think
there's a whole nother
I don't think it's a big
conglomerate
of an umbrella like this big. I don't think it's a mass populace of people. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but for one, you already told us that you don't believe in the Bible. But coming from the Bible,
I didn't.
The devil, yes, you did. Coming from the Bible,
those words.
Yes, you did. Those were your exact words.
I don't believe in man, so I don't believe in how somebody wrote something. They didn't add their own shit to it.
But you believe NASA.
How did they not add their own?
You don't believe the Bible, but you believe NASA.
So there's certain parts. Yeah.
You believe in NASA?
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. No,
that's not what I'm talking about. See, that's what's wrong with the world. That's what's wrong with the world.
That's what's wrong with
NASA. They even said it. NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. The word NASA means to deceive, and people still believe in NASA.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that's actual and factual that recently happened.
Go ahead.
This is actual and factual. So they had this flat Earth rally. Right, where all the people that believe in the Earth is flat.
Yeah,
they all got together and they talked about it. And guess what? They had an argument because they was over there saying that's not why the Earth is flat, because they couldn't figure out why the Earth is flat in their own way. You two don't even agree on how the Earth is flat. So all that other stuff.
What you mean we don't agree on how the Earth is flat? What are you talking about?
You guys can't even describe it the same. So it's crazy.
How can we not?
How everybody can believe in a flat Earth in their own different way.
You know what?
But then when everybody says the Earth is round in one way, they'd be like, it's crazy, but you guys, it's all different for everybody. There's so much evidence of it not being.
Like, you can't change the person's mentality, and they proved it because there's so much evidence as to them doing all kinds of
Earth is flat. That is crazy.
We're not even talking about. I'm glad you changed the subject, but we're not talking about that right now.
We're not going to do it.
No, we're not right now.
Because he tried to throw it there. You believe in NASA. That's exactly where it was going. Like I'm just the dumbest person in the room. No,
you do believe in NASA.
You don't want to hear it.
No. Science has no reason to lie.
Science is what?
Science has no reason to lie. Why would science lie?
Why would science lie? You don't even know what science is.
Oh my God.
Believe in something that if they can't prove it with
so when they said there's a hurricane coming to Puerto Rico and Texas and it's gonna kill everybody, science said that. So, but you guys believed it.
What are you talking about?
That the hurricane was coming. Because science said that. So if you see the weather report and you say it's going to be fucking
I'm talking about
degrees,
things that there's
that's
proof.
science.
And guess what? There's also proof of heart too.
Thank you. That's where I was going.
So
don't
there's people that can manipulate the weather, and we're going back to the same.
Did they tell you where the hurricane came from?
People
so was it going to be hot? Was it going to be hot in June? All through history was hot in June, or they just made it hot in June?
Nobody's talking about they.
Because you just said they made.
I didn't say seasons. I said weather.
Okay, so
if it wants to thunderstorm, and if it wants to thunderstorm tomorrow,
so
and flood 12 feet, they can do something like that. Is what I'm saying.
They wanted a hailstorm.
They can create volcanoes erupting. If we're really talking,
Mike,
they have the ability to do that too.
Mike,
I'm not saying that they did that. I'm saying they can if they wanted to. But the reason behind it, I'm just saying if they could and they did.
What would be the reason for these volcanoes?
That goes all the way back.
May I be quiet? Listen, nobody's saying that every single day that they control how the weather is. We're saying, the weather happens naturally. But what we're saying is if they decide to, they can manipulate it on a certain. You're not hearing us.
You're not listening.
My last thing I said, if you watch the weather and you say, oh, the weather says it's going to be 100 degrees. That's science telling you it's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow. So for you not to say you don't believe in science.
I've never said I don't believe in science.
Okay, that has everything to do with Mercury.
You just said science is used to control people, so obviously you don't believe in science.
I did not say that.
You said that.
Look, that's the
you said that. Those are your words.
Listen,
that's like yes, they can use science to control people. Just like they can use religion to control people.
So why would they say the earth is flat to control? How does that control somebody?
I'm not talking about the earth is flat.
Control.
You asked me about weather, and I'm talking. You said,
Mike. Okay, this is.
That's what you said. You're changing the subject.
Here's my whole thing about whether the earth is round or flat.
Why are we even talking?
Because this is what comes.
No, he keeps bringing that up.
This is what it comes.
No, I would like to be
listen. This is what it comes. This is what it comes down to me. The people who definitely say it's round. I just say to them, "Why are you so short?" And then they say,
"Because they were told."
Oh my God!
How do you know that?
And you were
told, right?
You woke up and wanted to be different.
Because you were told, right? How do you know that it's round?
Why would thousands of history itself as
okay?
If you talk about history, everybody in history said that the earth was flat. All this,
go by history.
No, yes, they did.
Yes.
They did it with a flat. No, listen. Can I speak or no? Can I speak or no? They weren't stupid. They were very real.
Society got wiped out.
That's not true. That's not true.
Dumb.
They know exactly what they were talking about.
But weeds that pop up everywhere like you too.
At the what is it called?
The European Union. I'm about to drop some facts.
You're not about to drop
any facts.
You're not about to drop any facts. You're about to drop
the reason that
the same map that was
the reason that they
back in the day is
that you don't believe in because you don't believe in science.
No, the reason that they accepted that the Earth was a sphere is because of math that was done, I believe, in the 15th century by a scientist. He wrote a mathematical equation, and that mathematical equation proves to the world that the Earth is a sphere. Generations later, they found out that math equation was wrong. So now, what do you base it on?
Tell me this.
They found the right math equation.
Tell me this.
But you don't believe in the rockets, you don't believe in satellites, you don't believe. So when you see satellites in space blinking, they're just right there.
In the United Nations, they have the same map that every, I don't even want to say generation. What would you call it? They have the same exact map hanging because they know the truth. They know how the Earth is shaped. And it's been a lie. The whole NASA system was brought up on a lie. Like, they literally named it.
To deceive.
Whatever, you guys are crazy.
You keep saying that because
no, I can't wait till I become a billionaire. Because the first thing we're doing, we're all going to space.
Tell me this: have you heard about the telescope?
It's $1 million a ticket.
Have you heard of the telescope called Lucifer?
Have you heard? Yes, it's the one in Alaska.
Nope, it's not in Alaska.
Or Antarctica, I meant.
Nope.
Where's it at? It's in Antarctica because it's the one that goes 2 miles deep.
No, it's not. I'm talking about the one that's here in America.
In Antarctica.
Hey guys,
is that the one
we went very.
Look into. Go ahead.
It can look into what?
Like dimensions.
No, we're not.
But they call it Lucifer. You don't want to do it now? Then you should have shut up. Don't talk about the planet. No,
we're not to close the episode. It's been 45 minutes.
We gotta cut some of that off. We cut that last part off because we was just arguing.
No, because you guys look like crazy.
No, because you
that's why you don't want the internet to look
no.
crazy. That's I understand.
Numb mind.
I understand
I'm gonna call you numb mind.
We were very long in this episode,
It
guys.
look crazy.
Hey,
Please
thank
edit
you
this
so
part out.
much,
It's
people,
gonna
for
look
joining
crazy
us.
on the internet.
Right State of Mind podcast. It's your man's Detroit City
Crazy
here, saying good night for Mike Man and Miss Mickey. Hey, please comment, subscribe, and like.
This is
Yeah.
why my show is called Escape the Planet.
Shut up.